Really, WWE, what is going on, guys? My name is Tubby Emu. Wow, I haven't said that in a while. I want to talk about this because, fucking because this is just stupid. I've been pretty critical of WWE in the past. I cover WWE for a living, and I've watched since I've started covering WWE. WWE start to do a lot of stupid shit, and they've been pushing this whole $9.99 thing. I get it, and as much as we hate it, if WWE Network fails, the WWE could be in a huge state of failure, and this could put all our interests at heart in a possible situation to fail. So if the WWE Network fails, this isn't good for any WWE fan. This is a bad thing. So I want the WWE Network to succeed. I want the WWE Network to go out there, crush their million, 2 million, whatever numbers they need to get to. But to announce on Monday Night Raw that a fucking internet meme is hosting Raw or is coming to Raw, Grumpy Cat is coming to Monday Night Raw tonight. I can't even. Joining me live on this panel talking about it here on First Taker. What's that show they go back and forth and they debate with the white guy and the
with Stephen A.
No, not Stephen A. The other one.
Pardon the interruption.
Is it part of the one that they had the clock going down to the timer?
Yeah, it's part of the interruption.
Yeah, that one. Back in the day, I used to watch that when it was just those two guys. It's like, give me your thoughts on this. You have two sides of one thing. WWE trying to capitalize on the thing, but Grumpy Cat kind of like it's a year old. Like Grumpy Cat's not a new meme. Like it's nothing that is just taking over now. So I don't know why they've waited. I don't know if like the representation, because apparently this cat's getting a lot of bookings and stuff.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Now you had a crazy idea for how the cat could get involved.
I don't have the whole thing booked just yet, but I see it ending with a curb stomp to the kitty litter.
So he's gonna get a curb stomp in a pile of shit. And what are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna be backstage and like the divas are gonna walk up? Like, I don't know. Like the other guest hosts that they had, like Hoda and Kathy. I get it why they did it. It was breast cancer awareness. Except they weren't even there to promote breast cancer awareness. They were just shilling their shit. They were just like,
it was cringeworthy. It was bad.
And, I thought they did a better job with Chrisley. Like, they advertised Chrisley, and I was pissed about Chrisley. I was like, this is bullshit. But then you have to realize the USA Network also is so supportive of WWE, and, it's the network they have. So they need to help promote their shows. But most of the fans that watch WWE don't watch other USA shows. I do, because I love USA shows, minus Chrisley Knows Best, because I think that's one of the worst shows there is. But what is WWE doing here, man? The Grumpy Cat, are you all at all excited? Because it's Monday night, so the Raw's on tonight. Are you getting there pumped up for Grumpy Cat, man? Are you ready to go?
I'm excited at the possibility that it looks like you and I might actually be watching Raw together, which hasn't happened in a while. I'm not at all excited about this Grumpy Cat bit. I think that's when I'm going to go make dinner or whatever. I mean, come on.
I'm sitting here, and I'm just like wondering a lot of the choices, and these are some of the choices I wanted to talk about because, the network, they've been doing the hashtag free because... they came out, and WWE now is free. Survivor Series, the network is free for new subscribers, which, that just goes to show how much of a throwaway pay-per-view it is, right? Because they would never give away a Brock Lesnar pay-per-view for free. Like, they're trying to, like, hype this up.
I think the way I feel, being a day one subscriber to WWE Network, I like it. It's worth it to me. It definitely saves me money from buying the pay-per-views.
Absolutely.
So it's really hard for me to say... I'm not in that camp that's like, oh, we're not getting our money's worth. Because I still feel that at $9.99, that we're getting access to any pay-per-view for that, plus all the on-demand stuff is well worth it for me. But, I mean, I can understand for, people who don't cover this kind of thing, don't, are just kind of fringe viewers.
Just watch it occasionally, yeah.
And you're wondering why the heck the title's not on the line, all the time and whatnot, and why Brock Lesnar's not even...
But I'm fine with that. I'm fine
too.
I'm fine with them making the title.
Make the title matches, mean that much more when you're not seeing them all the time, I guess,
Yeah, so that way, whoever does beat Brock, then, it's the big deal. Like, it's the guy that, the one behind the one in 21-1.
Well, and I remember when they're first talking about that, too, like, oh, well, if Brock wins, like, I remember them on Twitter asking JR, well, how can they deal with that if he's a part-time? And he's like, well, simple, just good booking, But, yeah.
As I kind of get caught up here, Seth Rollins is going after Triple H now. With the Authority, obviously with $9.99 free, you said you weren't really upset as a day one subscriber, because you're happy you save money. As a day one subscriber, are you upset that they get the pay-per-view for free and you have to pay $9.99?
You know, I, if it keeps the network at $9.99 moving forward,
Because it was $12.99 and they canceled it.
Yeah, you know, and I did the obviously the 6-month deal, you know, so I was getting $9.99 from the start. But you know, if it keeps it at that price, if it drives more people to come in, and I'd rather see that. I'd rather have them give away a month free with a free pay-per-view than just say, okay, you're all paying double or something. You know, I mean, which would not be good either. But
now the other thing that I wanted to cover in the really WWE thing was the UK network. They launched this network.
Yeah,
they say they're going to. They've been delaying it forever. You know, one of the biggest things was outside the U.S. Constantly complaining. Once they launch outside the U.S., bro. No, you don't understand. Once they launch outside the U.S., they'll easily hit 1 million. They launch in pretty much most countries minus, you know, the U.K. and whatnot, and they've only added 30,000. The turnover rate, they lost 200,000, but they did gain 30. Which, I mean, in business, I always get mad at business analysts because they look at something and be like, well, you could have had this, so be, you know, it's shit because you didn't add that many. You still added 30,000 new subscribers. I mean, that's 30,000 more paying people than you had before.
Right.
But they go out there. It's not in the UK now. They delayed it. Sky is saying it's WWE's fault. Sky now, there's an email on Wrestling Inc. that says, you know, they signed the deal, so all the pay-per-views for sure are going to be there through 2019, at least for free. They say the network's going to be online itself. But then WWE goes to the UK because they're on that UK tour right now. And they
brought their duct tape with them.
They brought the duct tape, and they've now duct taped the ring apron. Like, is that just a big slap in the face? Like, I know you're not trying to bring up mentions, just like when CM Punk. Like, you're not trying to bring up mentions of CM Punk. Like, you're trying to just keep things buried a little bit. But is that, like, degrading to fans? Like, just think, like, the way WWE is doing this. Like, with pay-per-views and the network. Wow, you bought it on the pay-per-view? You're fucking stupid for paying $54.99. You could have only paid $9, you fucking idiot.
They're burying their own product. Just, I mean, you know, I get where they're going with that, but yeah, it's like you don't want to insult the fans who just shelled out a bunch of money to you, regardless of how they did it.
And I'll be honest, I don't know where they're getting that 54. They must be having Comcast, because once I went back to this charter, I got the pay-per-views for 44 again. Like,
right.
I kind of want to I'm just going to start buying the pay-per-views for full price. Be like, yeah, I'm one of those fucking idiots that paid full price.
It's that HD upgrade, bro.
No, see, Charter doesn't charge for HD upgrades. It was just Comcast. Like,
yeah.
When I moved here, I was so pissed off that Charter, like Comcast, charged extra for HD. That pissed me off, especially when WrestleMania was like, what, $85, $75 or something like that.
Right.
Oh, Seth Rollins goes flying, misses wildly.
I'm sorry, but I think we're in a day and age where we shouldn't have to charge anything more for an HD upgrade. I mean, everything should be standard in HD. I mean, that shouldn't even be a question.
Man, HD, I can't watch anything in not HD.
Well, I'm saying, how are you going to go spend $40-some to watch something you can barely watch? I mean, I guess that's what they're figuring. You know, how you're going to spend the extra to get to the HD? Because you know, who's going to put up with that? But I don't know.
Now that is a good question. Like, I don't know who's watching If you're watching pay-per-views not in HD, like if you're on the network and you just like can't stream as fast, you're watching on a phone or something. Like, I get that, but like, I want to know if you're one of the people that have ever bought a non-HD pay-per-view, why the fuck did you buy a non-HD pay-per-view? Like, I think that's illegal.
Because you're already shelling out a lot. Let's enjoy the.
Well, unless maybe they don't have an HD TV too. Cause
that's different.
I was at the thrift store the other day and they have those TVs that, you know, obviously aren't HD, and like the old tube TVs. Like, I remember I used to play on those and I used to be happy as shit.
Yep.
Like, I never had a problem playing on those tube TVs. Like, I remember my first TV was a Dynex, I think it was, something like that.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could see the HUD. Maybe we need to turn the HUD on really quick so I can see where Seth Rollins used to be hitting those big moves. So WWE has been insulting their fans' intelligence. They've been doing all this other stuff. Is there anything else that made you go really WWE in the last little bit of time? Like, obviously we've seen Grumpy Cat, the host they've had, the shilling of the network, the constantly promoting it. Is there anything else that's made you go really WWE?
I think there were times what they were doing with Sandow. I love what they're doing with Sandow currently. But I mean, some of the stuff they put Sandow this year, I'm like, really?
Yeah, but they built it to where he is now.
I understand. But it's like, you know, for instance, the Raw, I was in attendance. He comes out in the freaking ballerina gear. I'm like, come on now.
Hey man, I think when Paul's Tony and I were out in LA, fucking I said that so I'm like, look where this all built up to. Now look at Miz. Like, he did all these bullshit acting roles, and now he's like the back, and he looks at me, he's like, Shut the fuck up, Tubby. You know damn well they were not building him up to be the Miz's sidekick this whole fucking time. And I'm just like, they could have been.
How genius would it have been if that was the case, though? I mean, granted, we all know they found something that worked and they're rolling with it now, but it's like...
Yeah, I want to see the run sheet. Like, I want to see Vince McMahon. I want to see the shoot interview where they come out and just be like, no, the whole time we're going to have Damian do all this bullshit. And he's going to come out, and then he's going to be the Miz's sidekick, and then eventually he's going to become more popular than the Miz, and then we're going to have a Miz versus Miz match, Damian Mizdow versus the Miz match for control of the Miz. And then, like I said, I think it would be awesome if she comes out, Maurice comes out, and then Maurice can't even tell them apart, and Maurice is hanging out with Damian Sandow. Like, I just think that'd be fucking awesome. And Miz is like, what? like just bring in some real life bullshit into that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it for the really WWE stuff. Like, the guest host to me, and especially the UK network, I think are a big slap in the face. I think I'd be pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm one that's in the camp. I never get excited. Really, I can't think of one guest host I was excited for, like, ever. So,
wait, ever? I think there's some guest hosts I've been excited about.
Who? Schwarzenegger? No.
I'd be okay with. I was okay with Schwartz. Yeah, like I was. Oh shit! Is he gonna hit a buckle bomb?
I think just the fact that it's like, you know, they're there to promote a movie or an album. Or...
Oh shit! No, Triple H reversed my fucking.
Okay. Now here's potential. I'll tell you something I would get absolutely excited for, and you probably know where I'm going here. Favorite band of mine just dropped an album today. If the Foo Fighters were announced as the special guest on a Monday Night Raw, I'd fucking fly there and watch it.
You'd fly all the way there.
Hell yeah.
Even if like they didn't do a song or anything.
Hell yeah.
It was just them showing up.
Absolutely.
For a small 1 minute segment.
If we get a spot in the ring with Dave Grohl, oh my god, yes.
What if it wasn't even that? What if it was just like the Chris Lee Knows Best thing where he's ringside? He's like, Dave Grohl is in attendance.
I don't even care. Yes. Sure, why not?
He's just like, oh, it's Dave fucking Grohl.
Yep.
Oh shit, Seth Rollins wild, he misses. Goes flying, hits him with a big drop kick. Come on, Seth.
God, that would have been perfect for tonight. The album came out. I just thought of that.
Oh shit, no, Seth took out the referee.
They wasted. Oh yes, they wasted their time with a damn cat instead.
Grumpy Cat. I can't take it seriously, man. It's Grumpy Cat. You know who else can't take Grumpy Cat seriously? Triple H. Oh wait, no, Triple H. I thought he was about to bury Seth Rollins, but in the end, Seth Rollins hitting that blackout slam. He's gonna flip him over. You know what? We gotta curb stomp the boss.
Do it.
Let's just curb stomp the boss. Seth Rollins sending Triple H flying. Really, WWE? Let's all curb stomp Triple H into the ground. Let me know. UK guys, what are your thoughts on the network getting delayed? Let me know in the comment section below. Are you pissed off? And them going out and duct taping it over, does that insult your intelligence? Are you more pissed off about them duct taping the network or them just not having the network? I mean, I guess I'd be pissed either way, but I think it's a slap in the face.
Could they have handled it any worse, pulling it 20 minutes before it was supposed to go live?
20 minutes. Last minute negotiations. That's pretty much it, guys. Really, WWE, let me know your thoughts in the comments and all that shit in the comment section below. And until next time, my name is Tubby. Make sure to follow NotAsFan, youtube.com/sportsgaminguniverse, twitter.com/NotAsFan. And until next time, Seth Rollins going over the boss. Maybe he's headed for Mania. We'll see. Really, WWE, is this going to happen?